Gotta be on the thinker. I say, what? I can't feel my toes, but ain't gon' fold up. I was in the double law when I rolled.
I've been rolling on the freeway. I've been riding 85. I've been thinking way too much, and I'm way too gonna drive. I got anger in my chest. I got millions on my mind, and you didn't fit the picture, so I guess you.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. The winding road to the Super Bowl continues here in the divisional round, where two teams look to take another step towards the Super Bowl. It's the Bengals going up against the Texans.
Larry, they broke ground on this place in the year 2000, opened it in August of 2002, and it's been the home of this franchise ever since. Welcome to NRG Stadium in Houston. Coming up, it's Divisional Round Saturday, and we've got an AFC battle on tap between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Houston Texans. The first of four berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Back to throw here. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Looked like the screen pass was taken away there, and that was a nice job of improvising, but it's not normal. Usually when a screen pass is taken away, you're taught to just throw the ball at the ground at the feet of the receiver so that you don't get it intercepted and just start over. But he ended up finding another receiver.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up 4th down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. Fielded just inside the 20. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Kelly. Left side, it's Dorsett. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. No. Check. Patriot.
Here's a carry now for Keith Marshall. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29.
No. Check.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Now Kelly. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. This is brought in at the 21. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. 9 yards still remaining here to pick up the first on 2nd down. He'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. They'll run it now out of the gun. And some space here. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. That good for 19 and a first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. And the wide out in motion. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give them a new set of downs.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. Underneath, this is Bernard. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Here comes the D swarming to the line. Slot man moves right. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. A strong broken tackle on that one. And then they get him to the ground just shy of the 15. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it'll be a 2nd down. And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate. play fake. He'll look to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. Now they run with Mixon, and not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. So on 4th down, Marvin Lewis sends on the field goal unit. From the left hash, this from 34. And Bullock will put this one through, and the Bengals are on the board first here. It's 3-0. And that field goal caps an 11-play drive.
That's a lot of offense to run to only get 3 points, but they'll take them. Anytime you can put anything on the board, you run to your sideline somewhat happy.
And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. They'll run with Marshall. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here.
Let's go. Green 39. Green 39. Watching now, Barney. Over now.
Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. They stay on the ground. This is Marshall again. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now.
Let's go. Here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's Texans football as we get going in quarter number 2. They're up against a 3rd and 2 to start things out.
Detroit. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Set. Green 39.
And here's Marshall. And he's got the first down, yardage before being taken down at midfield. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground.
Watch it now, Barney. Here we go now. Blue Lightning. Watch it now. All right, here we go. Blue Lightning. Gun. Detroit. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
This is Marshall. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7. To throw is Kelly.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. first down throw. Kelly. Dorsett making the catch. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. They'll run it now out of the gun. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
No, check. Patriot, here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Touchdown, Houston. Keith Marshall, 34 yards. And the Texans are in for 6. So they went to the ground game on 3rd, hoping to pick up the 1st. They also picked up a touchdown.
Offensive linemen so used in this situation to having to pass block. All right? You're looking at what it is, 3rd down. They don't care that it's 3rd and whatever. They figure they're going to throw the ball. And when you call a running play, I think you energize them. I think you juice them up, because I haven't met offensive linemen yet that likes to pass block more than they like to run block. And they opened up some nice holes there for him, and he took it to the house.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. They'll start here with a give to Mixon. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Here we go. 3-19.
They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the 1st half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Unable to connect on the 1st down pass play. Now it's 2nd down. The wide receiver moving to a new spot. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. 10 yards there on a Bengal first.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Mixon. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Two minutes to go here in the 1st half. Back with more AFC playoff action after this timeout.
Here we go now.
They'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. Again, it's Mixon, and he'll be brought down at about the 42. A gain of a yard gets them back where they started. Now it's 3rd and 10. Now, Bengals on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. Watch it now, Marty.
On play action, they'll throw. And that is going to be incomplete. Marvin Lewis tries for it, but comes up empty. And this Texans defense stands tall. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here.
No, check, Patriots. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Set. Black 99 Philly, here we go. Black 99 Philly, here we go.
Now Marshall. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. The Texans on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Now let's go. 3-19. All right, now, let's go. Blue 90.
Kelly. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard. Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly. And the Bengals will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. 2nd down following the incompletion. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, getting it across the 25. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a 1st down. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. So the D-line's going to spread out. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the 1st half. That late in the clock, 2nd quarter, why not just run it a time or 2 and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
No. Here we go.
A final shot before break. Kellen buying time to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. And this one is incomplete. So it's on to half. Hold that thought, Mr. Ridley. We've got a trip to the title game on the line. Folks are eager to get right back to the action. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the 1st half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the 1st half.
We'll see if they do just that. 2nd down following the run.
Over. Here we go now. 3-19. Over. No. Check. Back 99 Philly. Here we go.
Now a handoff looking right. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down at 6.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Here we go. Move, Leopard. Over. Now, lucky 56.
Kelly to throw. He's going to air one out. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Pulled in at the 24. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the 2nd half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
They'll run here with Mixon. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, As we just saw there, that's a big day.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down.
But forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front, and a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2.
Let's go.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route, complete. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
We always hear about guys wanting to make plays that quiet a crowd. Yeah. After that one.
Here in the third quarter, they were hoping to get the stop, get the football back. Not the case.
What a completion on a 4th down play.
And some room to maneuver. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down.
And that's how you run the football and run it successfully. Big-time chunk of yardage picked up, but why? Offensive linemen won at the point of attack. Their leverage way better than the defenders. The low man wins when you're getting underneath and trying to move people. And that's exactly what happened on that play. The offensive line moved the defensive front, created space, and the end result, a fantastic run.
And on 2nd and 10 now. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He drops it off for Bernard. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Now the Bengals on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8.
All right, now look at 56. Let's go. 56.
Back to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Burton. And they do stop him, but he takes it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And in a lot of ways, that can...
And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. A great effort there. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Bengals are in for 6.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And here comes the Texans now. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. That one good for 33 and a first.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to, but they didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
All right, now look at 56. Watch it now, Barney. Detroit. Gone. Now let's go. Back it on now. All right, now look at 56.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And he'll be stopped up quickly here at the 38. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, They're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, the guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
So now it's Andrew Franks on for the field goal. It'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that will knot us up at 10. A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense, and over the post.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. And out now, here come the Bengals. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Mixon gets the nod to start the drive, and the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
Second down, 9 yards to go. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd. Well, they haven't had a whole lot of success in the passing game here. Now, in the second half, he's thinking, I guess maybe just take a shot deep.
I think you're right. Almost looking for a bailout, isn't he? Can my receiver go up and make a big play for me? Can I create a penalty downfield, maybe pick up an interference call or get that yardage downfield? Anything trying to get going again, but you're right. He definitely took a shot.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 38. Look at this spin.
Balance.
And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. In a tie game, 4th quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make.
And it didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They've seen things that have happened before. They knew in certain situations the type of plays they like to run, read it, and were able to go after the football, get it, and take it into the end zone for a touchdown for themselves.
And this one through the uprights and good. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Bengals getting set to go. The drive will commence with a run by Mixon. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Burton. And, oh, a good hit there and knocked down hard. Right there around the 35-yard line. Now Mixon. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Oh, partner, that play brought back memories. Watching them string it out, letting the runner get all the way to the sideline area, but not letting him get out of bounds. They formed that picket fence and didn't allow him through.
Not only that, got him for a loss as well here. And one of the reasons they lead in the fourth quarter, plays like that.
Yeah, it took a little more time off the clock, making him do it that way, didn't it?
4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on second down. They'll look to throw here. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
That's a first down if he holds on, but you saw the contact, able to jar it free from him and force a fourth down.
Great play defensively there, as you said, just to knock it free, because if he had caught that past the sticks, first down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And no, it's incomplete. Marvin Lewis tries for it, but comes up empty. And the Texans take over an excellent field position. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. And now here's a carry heading left. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Decent start defensively to this series. They've got to stop them here and get this ball back.
I like the way you phrase that, partner. Decent start, but now it's got to be more about the ball. It's all about the ball, getting it away from them, because making good tackles is one thing, but the clock will run out on you. You've got to have the football back for your offense.
And some room to work. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. A gain of 3, second down. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake it the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover, because one more score, and this game's over.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options do you have here, and what do you trust more on your team?
Yeah, they may have just pushed him back into that throwing situation. We'll see. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to perhaps salt this one away. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And Frank's kick is good. And they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10. So his second field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the 4th quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. And the D-line pinching together, must be expecting the run. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. Tried to go for the big one there on second down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 38, and his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
And on the ground they go with a running back. Touchdown, Houston. Keith Marshall, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Texans turn that interception into a touchdown.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
So now the Bengal offensive unit back out onto the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, Coach, what do you want to call? He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put that's caught inside the 20. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Shift together here from the D-line. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he coughed it up. And the Texans say they have it. They do.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
Let's go. 3-19.
Now they try the right side here. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down. Well, on both sides, you come into this game with so much hope, so much build-up, looking to move on. One side gets to do that, but let's not forget the others.
I got loyalty, got